Real talk though. I'm just seeing this and I'm gonna have to give props to Teresa Martin this morning because look at this. Until someone can prove me wrong by allowing me to see the footage of Kenneka walking into that freezer, which had a camera directly above that freezer, allegedly she walked into by herself. I would forever know, along with the first footage released to the public, someone killed my little baby girl, Kenneka. Now show me the real tape because I pointed that camera out to y'all when Leonore pointed it out to me. Justice for Kenneka. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Speak on it, Teresa. For real. Let's see what these comments got to say. I honestly think there's a cover-up. When I heard the news story, girl found dead in hotel freezer, I was thinking, well, how did she get in there? And you know what, y'all? I have never, ever, ever seen a news story about Kenneka in Dallas. Never. Like, that's why I say YouTube is more important than mainstream media. Like I told y'all, they had a study come out to say that people watch YouTube more than they do regular TV now. Like, I would have never heard of this if it wasn't for YouTube, if it wasn't for Instagram, if it wasn't for Twitter, if it wasn't for Facebook. I'm sorry, but don't nobody watch the news. But I'm glad we caught the WGN footage bull crap. Shout out to that young lady again. And Keela. Shout out to that young lady that there go Paris. Shout out to that young lady that caught it and filmed the WGN original footage. And then shout out to Keela Brown. Dang, everybody on the status. Quita, Paris. Who else? Who else? Patricia Cole, that's her sister. I know because that face looks very familiar. Her and they did that live the day before. Let me go back. You know, you scroll up too fast on Facebook, the whole thing will go away. There she is. I won't forget. I don't forget faces, y'all. I won't forget. See? I won't forget. At all. But I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit because I'm so glad that Teresa Martin is speaking on this. And you know what though? Y'all see this? I think I remember Kenneka she was having shirts on that says CCA. I remember that. Like polos. Chicago, it's a high school in Chicago, Illinois. Now, if I was nosy, I could go and look for people that go here or went here and get some information about Kenneka, because on my old channel, my new channel, this is my old channel. On my new channel, I had a video of a yearbook, but it seemed like all the information with Kenneka is either blurry or heavily pixelated. But y'all remember, I'm going to try to go back to Kenneka's old pictures because I have to stop the video so I can find it so it won't draw it out too long. But I'm pretty sure those who have been following this case, y'all recognize this burgundy looking CCA stuff. Let me go back up. Oh, let me just go to photos then. How about that? That'll help. Mobile uploads. I know y'all recommend. I know y'all recognize it. Diehard Kenneka case followers and fans of Kenneka and Miss Martin and them, y'all will notice the burgundy. Wait a minute. They doing a math covering at the school too? Oh Lord. Let me try to be positive. But yeah, y'all remember when hold on. Dang, can I not zoom in? Dang. I'm gonna say CCA Academy. Okay, let me not roast the lady over there. Right behind her. No, she don't need that jacket on. How you big in a big jacket? You know the whole idea of having a big jacket is for it to be bigger than you, right? Her big coat is a little coat. God, dog. Look like it'll take 4 of this young lady with the CCA shirt on to make her. God, dog. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. I just couldn't get over that. Okay. CCA. Gonna look at it one more. This young man got a big booty. How is that possible? You know what they say, y'all. Us black people got junk in the trunk, even the men. Have y'all seen Omarion? Anyway, let me stop this. Alright, here we go. There go that girl that was hanging with Kenneka in a CCA shirt. I can't remember her name right now, but she was in the video when they were like twerking and stuff. You know, the one with the braces. Okay, stop. You crazy. All right, y'all. I found some information. I never really knew before this video what CCA stood for, but it's called Community Christian Alternative Academy. And all jokes aside, that's the first Christian school that's alternative. Like most of the time in Dallas, alternative school mean you bad. I'm just gonna put that out there. Brandon Brumfield, September 12th, 2017. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Okay. Let's move on down. That baby, oh, that's gonna make somebody mad. That baby was only 19 years old. Scrolling through Facebook, I stumbled across a Facebook Live video which may have detailed the death of Kenneka Jenkins, a young woman attending a hotel party that never made it home to her mother. The video, which has been analyzed many times, featured a young lady communicating via Facebook Live her account of what was going on in a room on the 9th floor of the Crown Plaza Rosemont Hotel located in Rosemont, Illinois. Before diving into her death, first of all, why would we say that? Before diving into her death, what kind of mess is that? I was just going to say this article was so well written, so professional, and look what they did. And the occurrences that led to it, let's take a look into her life. She was a 19-year-old graduate of the Community Christian Alternative Academy, a school located on the west side of Chicago. Her mother's, first of all, hold up. How was that a Christian academy? Because from all the research I was doing, them kids, oh my God, singing all types of vulgar music. Do they know that's going on in their school? Because that could get their school a bad rep. Her mother's name is Teresa Martin, and she believes her small-frame daughter would have struggled to open the heavy doors of the walk-in freezer in which she was found dead. An analysis of the Facebook Live video share one common detail. There were guys in that room, and one of them could have assaulted and maybe even killed Kenneka. That fact alone sheds light on the bigger problem of the rape culture that is ever present in our world. At this point, we've all heard claims against men that were accused or found guilty of having inappropriate contact with female victims. From Bill Cosby to Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, R. Kelly, and the 45th President of the United States. Lord have mercy. For decades, even centuries, we as a nation have had a problem with men and sexual misconduct. Oh my God. I changed it to have because it sounds better than me. They said has had a problem. Whatever. It's time to move past the boys will be boys. Thank you. Thank you. And I think a man wrote this. Thank you. From the 19th floor of a Chicago hotel room to the Oval Office inside 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, it is time to hold these men accountable for these deplorable acts that are happening against our women's will. Well, God dog it, I like this article that I didn't stumble upon. As always, a police investigation will take place. The video will be analyzed and witnesses will give their accounts of what happened. It is a job and the duty of the Rosemont Police Department to carefully review all of the evidence and give this family the answers they deserve. And more importantly, bring justice to the culprits behind this teen's death. In the case of 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins and all other victims of sexual assault and violence, it's time that we stop allowing boys to be boys and start charging these men with the crimes they deserve. This was written by a intelligent young African-American brother by the name of Brandon Bromfield. Now, let me scroll back up because, as you can see, this was written on September the 12th, which was 3 days after this happened. Now, fast forward 7 months, and you see we still ain't held nobody accountable. So, I wonder if they have, I wish, you know how sometimes they'll go back and they'll update. I wish this but they probably didn't fire this young man as much sense as he has. There's You know what, let me click on his name and see if he has any more articles, y'all. I like this. I like this young man. Oh, okay. His latest was oh no. That's the last article he wrote. I told y'all. They said this young man is making too much sense. Okay, you all. I was just trying to find out, some information about this CCA Academy stuff. How do I fast forward? Lord have mercy. Mercy have Lord. Okay, there we go. I don't particularly like the name of this site, medium.com. I don't know if they're trying to do some type of witchcraft or something, but I don't do that at all. Just so you know, I don't endorse it. Oh, there's the shirt I was looking for, y'all. Like I told y'all, there she is with the CCA Academy shirt. I told y'all, I don't forget. I have a photographic memory. I remember seeing that CCA and it bothered the crap out of me. And there we go judging. I've seen so many, they were ghetto, they were hood rats, they couldn't speak. Well, she sure went to a Christian school. Her mama was trying to. See, y'all just, let me stop because y'all know I'll go into a rant. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that article. And we'll just let this be a discussion on men. But let's try to be respectful because I don't want to start a gender war. But I do want to speak on what we feel as far as, is it okay to just turn a blind eye and say, oh, that's just how men are? No. And also, fathers out there, because my own father told me this yesterday on the phone, and he watches my videos. So, Dad, I'm exposing you. You said, I talk to my sons different than I talk to my daughters. And I asked you, what does that mean? You say you have double standards. And I told you on the phone, like I'm telling you right now, I don't agree with it and I don't approve of it. If you don't expect me to sleep around, you shouldn't allow your son to sleep around. Because who is your son sleeping around with? Women. Right? Right. So men, if your father's out there, cut the foolishness It's your girl at Tiffany M. Draper. Let me know what y'all think.